Hello and welcome back to my channel where I unbox slash review slash whatever you want to call it. I open up toys and you guys watch it. Today I have a figure I am so excited to have. This is a figure I've been needing in my collection for the longest time, and when they finally announced it, I was so excited. I was so ready to order it and get it in my collection. And that is the Cyclops. I do have a Cyclops, to be fair, but it is the Age of Apocalypse Cyclops, which, figure-wise, it's a decent figure. It's fairly dated by today's standards, but when I think of Cyclops, I don't think of that post-apocalypse kind of weird, long-haired, raggedy, kind of, I don't know, he's got some weird style going on, Cyclops. I don't think of him, I think of this. I think of Astonishing X-Men. You have the sleek suit that goes all the way up. You got the mean-looking mug. You got all this beautiful looking sculpt work. This is what I think of when I think of Cyclops. So I needed a Cyclops in my collection that looks like this. I wish I had one, a version of him without the mask. I wish, you know, we're in the day of no accessories, but, you know, a few years ago we would have gotten that head sculpt, the alternate maskless head sculpt with the glasses. We don't got that today. Maybe in the future we'll get something like that, or we'll get something close enough that we can make our own. But for now, this is what we have, and I am so happy to have it. So let's get right on into it, starting with the package. The packaging, obviously, people have spoken about it. We all know there's not much to look at here. I still think there's some redeeming qualities. I do like the way it looks. I do like the sleekness. These boxes are a lot smaller than the previous Marvel Legends boxes. I do appreciate that. But beyond that, you got this artwork on the front, or I guess not artwork, it's a render of the figure. It looks fine. It kind of tells you what you should be expecting. Does it do the best job of that? I guess we could compare it when I actually get the figure out of the box, but for now, it looks fine. I do like the old X-Men logo down here, even though that X-Men logo doesn't really fit the figure. That's the 90s X-Men logo, and this is Astonishing X-Men. I would have liked to have seen that logo, but you know, this is fine. If you turn it on the side, you do have the Build-A-Figure, all the figures that come with the parts. This is one thing I hate about these boxes. I preferred the previous style where it had their little pictures and it showed you this figure comes with this piece. This one, it's just like a list. 1 comes with the leg, 2 comes with the head. I don't like that because it doesn't tell me what the figure looks like. I want to know what the figure looks like. You know what I mean? Oh, that looked weird. Hold on. Sorry. If you turn it on the side or on the back, you do have another render of Scott in a little bit more of an action-y pose. And you do get to see what you get with the figure. Again, you don't get much. You just get some hands. Like I said, it would have been nice to get a head sculpt, but that's not the times we're living in. Turn it on the side again, you do get this beautiful looking artwork. This is what I like to see. I like to see these comic book artwork style pictures on the box. Shows you where the inspiration came from for this figure. This is what I love to see. So going back to the front of the box, then we get back to the front of the box and we can go ahead and transition to the figure itself. And this is pretty much all you get. You don't get too much. You do get 2 different sets of hands, which is nice. I thought they were both the exact same sets of hands. This one's more the like focusing the concussive blasts, or the laser blast, or whatever you want to call them, for Cyclops, and this one's more relaxed, less focused, less intense. If we went ahead and plop this one in there, we can make it look like pop up. Oh my god, everything's stiff. So he would kind of stand like that. It looks fine, looks fairly decent. I do prefer the fist hands. If I had an actual laser to plug into this, not laser, I know it's like a concussive blast, but still it looks like a laser. If I had one of those to like plug into the visor, which it looks like theoretically, yeah, you could replace this with a different blast. If I had one to swap this out, I would do that with a more impressive blast. This one's like after he fires a blast and it's kind of smoking off of his visor a little bit. I don't know. I guess that's how you would word that. Uh, then I would use that hand sculpt, but for this one, I don't know. Post blast use looks a little odd. I don't know. But for the figure itself, you do have the head sculpt, which we just kind of technically went over talking about this blast. I do like that you can swap this out. Just like, why didn't we get other versions of the blast? Like one like this, and then one that's kind of shooting out maybe to like here, you know? I don't know. I think that would have looked cool. Probably wouldn't have cost too much. I'm sure you have a sculpt in the warehouse somewhere you could have tossed in with this set. Gave us something. This one didn't even come with Build-A-Figure pieces. This was the one figure, hold on, that didn't come with any Build-A-Figure pieces. Where is he? He's not even on the list. So nothing. Like, that's so disappointing. Marvel, why do you have to do that? Hasbro, I guess, is the one I should specifically blame. But yeah, no, as far as the head sculpt goes, I'm saying that so weird. As far as the head sculpt goes, I think it looks fairly fantastic. I do like the way it looks. I like the mask shape and the mask design. Moving on down to the rest of the body, you do have this nice gold kind of stitching, kind of outlining. It looks beautiful. This type of material here is kind of the same one used on the Age of Apocalypse figure, which is weird to see it show back up on this figure. That's the one thing I hated about that figure, is it had all these little gold bits that looked so fake and wonky, and I hated the way they looked. It doesn't look as bad on here. I do like it on like the belt and such. The gauntlets look a little off. I don't like these. Obviously, I could just take them off, and that doesn't look too bad. Design-wise, they're put there to kind of break up the figure and make it look a little bit more interesting. I don't mind it without. I think it looks fine without, but, you know, for the sake of the review, I'll go ahead and keep it on there for a little bit longer. But yeah, it doesn't look awful. I just don't love it. But yeah, I do love this nice X-Men style belt. Looks pretty fantastic. You rotate all the way around. It's not like stuck on there. You can move it around a bit. Except for the front. Yeah, the front's pegged in right there. So you can move it if you want to. Obviously, you're going to have a big giant hole right there. That's just to keep it so that when you do that, it kind of swings with it. But beyond that, it looks fairly good. I love these gold accents. It really, really, really looks good on this figure. I need to pick up that Emma Frost, especially since she's on sale right now, to kind of go with the Scott, because this was the era where he was kind of like a little bit more of a douchebag, a little bit more than usual for Scott, and he was dating Emma Frost because I believe Jean Grey was dead, and, you know, Scott was just being a bit of a tool, which I loved about him. I like that he's an asshole. That's one of my favorite qualities of this guy. Moving on down, you have the gold lines continuing down all the way, and then it kind of loops back up, and, you know, it's like a circuit, you know. The boots look wild. The boots are like a different sculpt that I've never seen before. You have this cut here where the gold is like, it's like two different discs. You have the one on the boot and then the one that the gold's on. It looks so bizarre. And then you have one down here too, but the cut is only, it's only there. It looks so weird, but I like it. It's like a handcuffs that were broken. I guess that's what that could look like too. It's like he broke out of handcuffs and just kept on the chains. It looks super wild. I do like the way it looks. Oh, I guess that would be the fastener to like tighten your boot. I don't know why it would be down by the ankle, but it works. It looks cool. Man, I love this design. So that's pretty much it for the look of the figure. Let's go over articulation real quick, starting with the head, which can go back to about like that. That's pretty good. Goes forward about like that. That's even better, I'd say. Slight swivel? No, but it can rotate all the way around. It is on a ball joint, so your swivelness will be hindered by that. put it back on. The arms can go up to about right there, which is fine. Rotates all the way around. Butterfly joint can go forward. Let's see, it might need to be broken loose. Pretty much everything on this figure is needed broken loose. It can go back like so and forward like so. I sound like Shaggy, like Scoop. We gotta get out of here. Looks fine. Rotation here at the bicep. Double jointed pinless elbows can go to about right there. That is absolutely stellar. We love to see it. Wrist can go in and out and all the way around like so. Ab crunch looks like it might be like that, which is absolutely fantastic. Goes forward like that. Also just as good. If you have the legs on into it, it can go down to that. That is a nice deep bend. Love to see it. Swivel here at the I guess stomach, the waist area. Like I said, I showed earlier with the belt. He can do the splits about like so. That's fine. Swivel here at the thigh. Oh, the boot's very swivelly. If you grab just the boot, that's going to spin. Double jointed pinless knees as well. Looks amazing. Can go all the way up to his lower back. I was going to say kick his own ass, but it actually goes up to his lower back. Looks freaking good. Swivel here at the boot, like we already mentioned. Ankle can go down like so, up like so, and a swivel, which we also saw earlier, so that can go all the way around if you need it to. Well, bam! Wow, what a figure. This was way better than I thought it would be, because it is just so fun to move and pose around. It looks amazing in any pose you put it in. You have him stand like that and he's like looking over the battlefield, like what's going on. If you have him like flying back like that, that looks amazing. If he's just slumped over like that, you're like, Scott, what did you have to drink last night? You smell like a wreck. You could put this guy in any position and he's going to look so cool. I love it. I love it. I love it. I wish we had versions of this that weren't smoky and like, give us two. Give us one that's just like static, just sticks in there, no smoke effect, and then give us one that shoots out maybe just a little bit. Doesn't even have to be that far. And then this one looks just as good too. But that's really my only complaint, the lack of accessories. I don't even need, I said I wanted the other head sculpt. Don't need them. Give me the eye blast and I would be more than happy. The head sculpt would be above and beyond, but the eye blast seemed like an absolute necessity for this type of figure. But beyond that, I'd say this figure is absolutely incredible, especially now because he's on sale and they're getting rid of all their latest figures that they just got in and replacing them with whatever's coming next. I don't know what the next wave is. It might be the Ant-Man wave, since technically we haven't gotten that wave in stores yet. It released way after the movie for some reason, way after everybody already hates it. So that was a great marketing choice. But yes, I don't know what's coming next, but these are on sale, so well, they're probably not even in the store by the time this video gets out. But you know, if you can get your hands on this for a decent price, if you can get your hands on it for a full price, pick it up, because this figure is beautiful. I love it. I love it. I love it. I'm so excited to have it. I can't wait to put it next to my Wolverine. God, we need an astonishing X-Men Wolverine and a Beast. Oh my God, there's so many figures from that comic book series that we absolutely need to have in figure form, because honestly, these are the best looks for all of those characters. They all look insane. So I am so happy to have this as a figure. And please let me know what you guys think of the figure down in the comments below. Leave a like, leave a comment, leave a subscribe. All the things YouTubers ask you to do, just do it for me as well. And I will hopefully be back with another video very, very soon. Bye.